guys, and welcome to the first vlog of Vlogmas. And I don't have too much time, unfortunately, because I'm about to go see Wicked for good. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, I've got me greeny pink nail polish, me greeny pink eyeshadow, I've got a green skirt and silver shoes on, so I better put those on properly. Actually, yeah, I better get going because the movie starts in like 20 minutes maybe. You know, we're gonna go get in and get our snacks and stuff, but maybe I'll try and do an oot. Hold please. I don't know if you could see my shoes, but they're silver. But yes, we got to go watch Wicked for good and cry off all this makeup, shall we? We can still chat while I'm walking. There's the shoes. Can you see them? They're like just silver flats, but I remembered in the first film she has the silver shoes, her sister's shoes. I have never seen Wicked the musical, and I don't know what happens in part 2, and I've successfully avoided spoilers, so I don't know if those are the shoes that turn red or what is the deal with the shoes. But I'm just walking up now to the cinema, but it's a pretty quiet street aside from that car that I had to run away from, so I thought I'd just say hey and welcome to the first vlog of Vlogmas. Very chaotic. Also, I brought a cardigan, even though you can tell it's a beautiful sunny day. It's always cold in the cinema, so I feel like you always need a good old fashioned cardigan in case it gets cold. But this is like a fancy cinema that we're going to, so like you can basically make it so your snacks come throughout the movie. Genius. But anyway, I'm getting closer to the busyness, so I might try and get some snips and clips before you see me tears streaming down my face post movie, so we can have a debrief. Oh my gosh, it's like kind of getting dark outside, so I literally look like a full floating head. This is quite the look. It's like, especially because I'm wearing black, I'm like, woo, alphabet magic. I'm not sure how to improve the lighting much. This is as good as it gets, but just because my hair's so dark, you can barely see me. So I literally look like a head. Just a floating head. Who would leave a perfectly good head lying around? Apparently me. But I, a floating head, am here to tell you the person in front of me is leaving and like just driving a little bit funny, silly, goofy. Here I am as Butterhead to tell you guys about Wicked for good. First off, sidebar, my shoes. I've never worn these shoes really before. Actually, I don't think I've ever worn them. And they're really uncomfortable. Oh, so glad that I had to just walk a couple 100 meters in them because, oh my gosh, they hurt. And no, I wasn't gross. I didn't take them off in the cinema. I kept them on. I'm not getting my little piggies out in the cinema. But yes, don't know if I'll wear these again or I might have to wear them in. I don't know. I'm kind of confused because they are kind of cute, but like they really hurt to walk in. So a bit of a problem considering that's what you do in shoes, you walk in them. But anyway, Wicked for good. It was so good, I would say. I feel like it has such a different pacing and feeling to the first movie. Like I feel like it could have been as long as the first movie and you kind of could have like fleshed more of it out. But like, okay, here's a confession time. I've never seen the musical, so I don't know how similar it is to the musical. Is it like verbatim the musical? Are there extra scenes? Are there less scenes? Have there things been cut out? I don't know that. I enjoyed it nonetheless. I did really like it. I think maybe the part 1 is my favorite, but I really enjoyed part 2 too. And also I think, you know, part 2 is easier to watch in the sense of like, it's just not as long as part 1. You know, it's still a long movie, but it's not as long as part 1. So it's kind of more attainable. I don't know. Spoiler alert, I guess, if you didn't kind of... Not that I'm really going to be talking too much about it. And I feel like if you've seen The Wizard of Oz, you can kind of make a lot of conclusions. Like, because that was kind of how I had kind of guesses in my mind. Sorry, I feel so silly. Looking like a silly head just talking to you guys, but like I had obviously guesses in my mind of how things were going to end up because I've watched The Wizard of Oz. I think, you know, there are obviously going to be surprises. There were definitely still some surprises. Oh my gosh. The green vial, if you know, you know, that really shook me to my core. Shablam. But I think, wait, what was I saying? I don't even remember. But oh yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. And also, like, I was brought to tears, but like I had like a few tears rolling down my cheeks in part 1, whereas I was kind of just like, it was emotional in part 2. But I think, I don't know, the dancing scene in part 1 just always makes me super emotional. So I don't know, I feel like it was just different emotions in part 2 because it's a different story and there's different problems, you know. Right, of course, right, exactly. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of trying to give my thoughts without ruining the movie completely. If you have not seen it yet and I want to see it still, and also I'm not like a movie reviewer, so like, you know, who cares what I think? I'm just ahead. I obviously wanted to vlogster it because hello, this is the first vlogmas vlog, so what's left to say except you're welcome, I guess. But yeah, also I think it was good to watch it on Friday because it would have just gotten really hard to avoid them spoilers. I saw a lot of people though saying like the movie posters were spoilers, and I was like, I don't know, I guess it's a spoiler if you haven't seen The Wizard of Oz, or maybe you hadn't guessed where it was going in part 1. I don't know. Okay, here's maybe like my critique of like, in some ways, I do kind of wish it was as long as part 1, because I feel like we could have gotten a lot more emotional in the sister relationship with Nessa. And, like, I just feel like in this part, there was a lot of things that were just kind of insinuated or, like, alluded to, or, like, you just kind of were quickly caught up on them. And I just think when part 1 is so long... You know, it's not like people are expecting a concise part 2. So I think I personally just would have enjoyed like diving deeper into those stories. But I feel like even that's like the whole point of Wicked, right? Was that they wanted to dive deeper into the story of the witches, and specifically Elphaba. So like, I guess it's just like another level of that. Like you just want to dive deeper and see all of those things even on a deeper level. But yeah, all of that to say, I really enjoyed the movie. And like, I'm not John M. Chu, you know, he's much more qualified and smarter than me. So, what do I know, you know? But yeah, anyway, that is so irrelevant. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first vlog of Vlogmas. I don't know how long each of my Vlogmas vlogs will be. I try to not make them too short, obviously, but when you're vlogging up the wazoo, they're not obviously going to be as long as my other vlogs. So don't take a drink every time I say vlog in conclusion. But anyway, I'm gonna go home. Big party animal. As you can see, it's kind of dark. It's kind of dark. It's not super dark though. It's like, it's ha 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 ha. That's what it's giving. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry. I've obviously got the sillies. This is what happens when you eat a bucket of popcorn. But yeah, it was a really great time and really lovely gals that I went and saw the movie with. So that always makes it more fun, you know, just go and see a good movie with the gals. Yeah. I would call that a win and a good time. So anyway, this head has to go drive home now. So see you in the next vlog. Oh my god, I look like such just a head just then. I'm so sorry if this is disturbing. Okay, bye.